Hey guys, it's Sadie, and I'm going to show you how I get this glowy minimal product summer makeup look. I've been getting so many requests to do this, and I also talk so much about my insecurities. I get so real and realistic in this video, so I really hope that you guys stay and watch it so you can just hear my thoughts on all of my insecurities, and hopefully you can relate. Well, hopefully you can't relate, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's get around into the video. I've been getting so many requests to film this. That's like such a compliment to me because I feel like I'm not really a makeup girl and this is literally so easy to do, and I don't use any crazy trendy products, but I just love doing my makeup. It is so therapeutic. It's just like my skincare routine. Like, it's just like a routine that I love. I actually was really nervous to film, why am I holding this? But I actually was really nervous to film this video, and we are going to get into all of that. But first, I'm just gonna start off with two of the skincare products that I feel like have a huge effect on how my base makeup looks, and I feel like I need to give credit to these two products. Also, I'm gonna link every single product that I'm using down below. First, we have some ASMR. I'm going to be using the F-Bomb Electrolyte Water Facial Mask. This is from Drunk Elephant. They actually sent me this last year in the summer. I actually have a vlog or a TikTok or something of me using this because my skin last summer was the best my skin has ever been. This is 4 to 5 pumps. I learned from Hiram that you don't actually need that much, and companies will put so many more drops that you actually need on the directions just so that you'll run out of the product faster and you'll go and buy it more often. But I honestly use like 1.5 pumps and my skin feels fully hydrated. Also, this is a bit of a thicker, it's not too thick, but it's not like watery. Me putting the extra skincare in my hair. It's definitely hair wash day, guys. I tried to do a slick back ponytail today and I just feel like it looks like sweat. I used a weird gel on it. Let's not talk about the hair situation. No one is going to be asking me for a hair tutorial in this video, but also it's like 37 degrees Celsius right now, so maybe it is sweat. So you can kind of see the glow on my face. I don't know if you can't see that. After that, I will use the Zit Sticka Mega Shade SPF 50 Breakout Proof Sunscreen Serum. This I have been using for a couple weeks now. I just got it on my knee, so that's great. I believe that sunscreen is so essential for every makeup routine. I do want to start using a more natural one. I feel like there are cheaper ones than this because I just got sent this in PR, but I actually do love this. This one is a serum, so it's super lightweight. I don't feel like I'm wearing a ton of thick sunscreen on my skin, which I hate that feeling, and it honestly makes me sweat. This would be like heightened in the days like before and after my period. Like when I'm either ovulating or when I'm going to be on my period, I get hot flashes. So I remember in high school, I would have to, and especially in the summer months, like the hot September months, I would have to sit in class. I would be overheating. Like I would get so hot, I would be sweating. I would have to leave class at least 3 times per class, go to the washroom and fan myself off, and I would get cold water from the tap and I would put it like behind my neck, and I would like be fanning myself, and I'd have to take deep breaths. I don't know if that's anxiety. Like nothing would be giving me anxiety in class. I would just be sitting there listening to the teacher, but I would just get so overheated. And now Canada Day weekend, I went to a bar in Wasaga Beach and it was super hot that night, and like everyone else was sweating at this bar too, but they had the windows open, all the doors open, so it was like an open sort of patio bar. Everyone was dancing, it was like steamy in the room, and I literally had to leave because I was like, I'm dripping sweat. Like this is not fun for me anymore. Do any of you have that problem? Also, I can't wear light colored shirts because I will have sweat stains everywhere. Everyone sweats when it's hot, but I just overheat, and then I feel like I get anxious because I'm like, wait, people are gonna see me sweating, or are they gonna think that I'm like weird? And then I get even nervous because of that, and I make myself more anxious, and so I make myself sweat more, and then my makeup will just be all sweated off my face. So I'm like, great, this is great. Also, my hair is really hot, so when my hair is down, it makes me sweat even more. So that's why the hair is up today. That's my little spiel on how much I sweat. You're welcome. Oh, I also am putting the Burt's Bees Ultra Lip Conditioning Lip Balm on. This is what the base looks like. So that's like all the skin prep I use. I actually have two Kosas. I have 2 Kosas concealers that I use, a lighter shade and a darker shade. The dark shade I use as my base makeup. Like I don't use foundation anymore. I just use concealer, especially in the summer when I'm a little bit more tan and a little bit more confident in my skin. But I use shade 3.5 Warm, which is crazy because I basically am always neutral in every makeup that I try. But apparently not Kosas. It's full coverage, so I don't have to use a ton. And if I have any blemishes on my face, I won't dab this directly on the blemish, but I will put this directly on my face for the places that I just want concealer in. Honestly, I used to hate my red cheeks. Like, I used to be so insecure about my red cheeks, and I would always just have rosy cheeks, but now I kind of love it. Like, I think it's so cute. It's like I have natural blush that I didn't have to pay for. I just always have this natural color on my face. I think it's so cute and youthful, and yeah, so now I've just kind of learned to love that. So I don't really try to cover all of the redness on my face. Also, I saw this girl who's beautiful on TikTok. I think she might be Canadian. I think her name's Alessia. I should probably get that right if I'm like talking about her. She is just gorgeous. Like, she looks like a model. She looks like a Greek goddess. Like, it's insane. And she used the skin perfecting filter on TikTok, which I think is so bad for our mental health, first of all. She was like, this filter takes away all of my skin's personality. And I was like, that is such a true way to think about your skin. All of the things that are on it, all of the lines, the wrinkles, the blemishes, even the texture, the smile lines, like everything is like your skin's personality. And if it was completely blank and uniform, it would be like have no personality. But let me get into why I almost didn't film this video. I don't know why I'm like yelling. It's because no one's home right now, so I feel like if I have the chance to yell, I'm gonna yell. I actually have been putting off this video for months. If you guys didn't know, I used to have the most perfect skin last year. If you were to look at my last year's vlogs, last year's TikToks, me without makeup, and I honestly would wear makeup a lot. I love doing my makeup every single day, so I wouldn't really film a lot without makeup. But it wasn't because I was insecure about my skin. It was just because I liked doing makeup and it was part of my routine. But I took my skin for granted because I have never had to worry about my skin ever. And then I went to university, and it was like every single day I would have a new zit pop up. I would have new texture. I would have new redness. And that just never used to happen to me. Like, I used to just wake up, go about my day, and my skin would be perfect. I thought it was the food that I was eating at university. Maybe like the sleep that I wasn't getting, the stress that I had. It could be so many different things. I did so much research on what makes zits, because I was like, I had never had to worry about that. While I'm talking about this, I'm gonna tell you how I cover zits when I'm wearing makeup. I just put the Kosas concealer on my hand like that, and then I will just take a concealer brush, and see I have a breakout here. Well, I'm also on my period, so like this might just be from that. I just have a breakout here, so I just dab it on. I will put it on thick and just kind of like leave it there for a minute or so, just so it kind of hardens and dries, because I feel like sometimes if you just like staple it in, it'll just kind of get taken off by the brush. So if you let it harden a bit and then you blend it out, it looks a lot more full coverage and it'll cover it better. But yeah, I'll just like leave that on while I do the rest of my makeup and then blend it in. I actually just got new brushes yesterday, so I'm using these brushes for the first time. I'm going to be doing bronzer, Annabelle Perfect Bronzer. This is radiant bronzing powder, so it kind of has a glow to it, which I love. This is a pretty clean product. It's talc free, fragrance free, paraben free. This is actually, I think, a powder brush and go pretty high up on my cheekbones. Like, I basically go on my cheekbone. Oh, I love this brush. That makes it such like a nice line. That blends super easily too. I just got makeup on my shirt. I'm not allowing myself to wear white anymore. Like, I can't wear a white shirt without getting it dirty. There just must be something in university that's making my immune system bad, that is making my skin not be able to recover. And I feel like this would have been easier for me to handle if I had ever experienced this before. Like, this was such a new thing for me. So I was like, how do people even deal with this? Do I have to buy a whole new skincare routine? Do I now have oily skin? Do I still have dry skin? Do I have to exfoliate my face? Like, how many products am I supposed to be using? Are there other things that are not just like diet related? Then I started researching, and it was like gut health, and it was like probiotics, then it was like blood sugar levels. I was like, is diabetes related to this? Like, I went down this whole spiral of like, why is my skin just deciding to not cooperate now, when like it did for my entire life? So I was like, okay, you know what? Oh, that's why I got it, because I had makeup on my thumb. Okay, we're gonna have to do some laundry after this. I just take the brush and I swipe this on my eyelids. Then once I finally moved back home, I was like, okay, this has to be one of my priorities, because it's making me not want to film. It's making me not want to go out and meet people. It's making me not want to go to sleepovers. It's making me not want to swim. And it's making me not want to like interact with people without makeup on. And I had just never felt like that before. So I was going through a little identity crisis, if you will. And I was also getting like acne on my body too. So I was like, this must not be my product. Like, this must be something that I'm consuming, or something like the water, or something that was like from within that was making me acne, like not all over my body, but basically my shoulders and my face. These are the two blushes that I go back and forth with. NARS Afterglow Liquid Blush in Wonderlust. This is actually a purple blush. I think I'm gonna use this one today. But then my other ride or die blush is the RMS Beauty French Rosé Redimension Hydra Powder Blush. This is amazing. Have been using it for so long. And this one is actually serum based. You're supposed to blend this out with your fingers and not a beauty blender. Like, it's literally purple. And the first time I used this, I was like, okay, so it's purple. Okay. What do I do with that? So I just dab it in with my fingers. I keep it on the high points of my face. I try to not go too into like the apples of my cheeks because I want to lift my face. But yeah, so I was like, when I go home from school, I'm gonna figure out what has been going on with my skin. And I was just kind of thinking, being at home and being in the routine that I've been in all of my life and eating good food, getting good sleep, I just kind of thought my skin would bounce back and go back to the way that it did, but it hasn't. That is why I've been pushing off this video, because I was like, I don't want to make a makeup routine and have my makeup not look the best, or not look the best that it has always looked on my skin. I was just honestly super insecure about that. Like, I was like, I don't even want to film. I don't even want to be on camera. And I definitely took my good skin for granted, and now I will never take that for granted ever again. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this blush on over top because I feel like you can never have enough blush. Ooh, oh, I really like that. And I'll just keep this on basically the highlight point. And I kept pushing it off to be like, okay, when I get my skin under control, I'm gonna make a makeup routine, I'm gonna make a skincare routine. And then also people have been asking me for my skincare routine, yet my skin is literally not good and I don't know what products to use for my skin. I feel like I've just been trying to simplify everything. All I use is a cleanser and a moisturizer and a sunscreen. I don't even know if the ingredients in that are good for my skin at this point. They used to be amazing, but now I feel like my skin is really different. Now I actually take a Q-tip and I lick it and I take the concealer off of my lips. I actually don't put any eyebrow gel on my brows, and I actually was going to do my eyebrows for like the first thing of my makeup routine before I even put concealer on, because now I feel like I'm gonna get concealer in my eyebrows, but I basically just brush them out. So I literally just sometimes use brow gel, but honestly I don't really. I curl my lashes and I use the Lash Sensational Full Fan Effects Maybelline Waterproof Mascara. How many times have I said that in a video? This is crazy. I've been using this for years. I get so many questions on this mascara, and it's the best mascara I've ever used, and it's drugstore and affordable. Oh, I love that. They just seem so much more awake. And then I was like, wait, Sadie, that is so unrealistic, and that is creating such a bad, unrealistic expectation. If your skin is bad, you're not gonna pretend like your skin is perfect, and you're not gonna pretend like everything is good for you all the time. Like, that is so unrealistic, and this could actually help so many people that are going through similar things. Obviously, I would love to have my skin that I had before, and I know that my skin is not even bad. Like, I know that this is actually not even anything. Like, I'm way overreacting. I'm just a little bit just confused because I'm not used to this, and I honestly live a pretty clean, healthy lifestyle, so I'm like, why is this all of a sudden happening to me? I don't have to have perfect skin to film a makeup routine. Okay, so the sun just decided to go away, and I just had to like bring myself back to earth for a second. This is me trying to abandon that like perfectionist attitude, because for me it's like, if I want something, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get that thing. Like, if I've made up my mind that I'm going to do something, I'm doing it, and literally no one can stop me. So when I made up my mind that I wanted to get my good skin back, I was like, I'm doing this, like I'm gonna go full force. Now I just kind of feel burnt out and like hopeless that everything I've tried is just not gonna work. Okay, this is just curled and this is with mascara. Crazy. And now I'm so proud of myself that I'm actually filming this video, and I'm on my period and I'm breaking out. I do not like how my skin looks, and I don't feel like myself. I'm still filming it, so I am very happy. It's very difficult to have something out on the internet that you know will never go away. Like, it's not like I'm gonna make this video now and have people see my bad skin and then I can just delete it when I have better skin and then have people only see that. Like, this is going to be on the internet forever. It's just, that's why it's so scary. Honestly, my makeup is turning out pretty good. So, and this is also great because I now only wear makeup on the days where I'm filming. Like, other days I just will not wear any makeup on my face, and it feels really good because I feel like I'm healing my skin. I'm putting less things on my skin. I used to wear foundation, concealer, powder, blush, contour, bronzer, highlight, everything on my face, and now I've brought it down. Now it takes me way less time to get ready, so that's an amazing plus. But now I feel like my eyes look so much more awake and just like, wow. I also always do this for a little lifted nose look. I get some bronzer, a little eyeshadow brush, and I squeeze it so it's thinner. Or you could just get a thinner brush, but I don't really have one. And I just do a little line across my nose like that. So it gives the illusion of a more upturned nose. Because people that have upturned noses, they have a little shadow there. And I might do that a bit, fix the eyeshadow. Now we are on to brightening. I actually love this step, and this is the wrong one. We use my second Kosas concealer, shade Too Warm. I actually use this concealer in a couple of places, and I just blend it out with a brush to the end of my eyebrow a bit, and then just brighten up my under eyes. So that's my little spiel about my skin and why it took me so long to film this video. I just have to be more patient. When I met Evan, actually, I have just never met someone that's that patient. Obviously, he's patient with other people, but he's also patient with a lot of other things, like opportunities. He's patient with himself. He's patient with working towards things. Like, he doesn't need things right now. And it makes me want to be more like that. Like, if I was more patient with healing my skin, I wouldn't feel this stress. And this stress is probably not good for my skin either. What I like to do is kind of carve out my cheekbones with the lighter concealer. So I'll just put it under my bronzer and then bring it down. And I use a beauty blender. I use the RMS Beauty Unpowder. I love this stuff, and I basically just I spill it all over the carpet. I just tap it into the cap. I will set all the places that I put the lighter concealer because I still want that glowy look, but this just flattens the texture that the glow kind of brings out of your face. And then my forehead right here in the middle. I feel like that definitely just makes all the texture of my skin look a lot less oily, less like I dumped my face in a fryer, and more like I'm just glowing on the high points of my face. Highlighter, I use the RMS Beauty Living Luminizer. I've been using this since I was born on my nose. I don't usually put it on my cheeks, but I'll put it under my eyebrows. After that, I'll actually spray my face before I do my lips. And I use the NYX Dewy Finish Makeup Setting Spray. This is amazing. I've been using this for years. If you looked a little matte after the powder, this will bring it back. So I actually get a lot of questions on my lip combo. NYX Retractable Lip Liner in Nude. I feel like this is a Pillow Talk dupe. I overline my Cupid's bow and a little bit on the bottom. There. And then underneath. There, I'll just follow the natural. And I feel like that just gives me more of a pout look. I use this lip stain. I love this. If you feel like you have to keep reapplying lip gloss and lipstick throughout the day or throughout the night, I use this and it stains my lips for the entire day. So I just put a little bit of this on. This is the Au Naturel Stain in On Point. And this goes really well with the lip liner. I'll dot it with my finger too. I also do want to get this in a lighter color. And then if I want to do a glossy thing, I just use the Burt's Bees lip gloss in Flushed Blush. I also have a different color that's more purple and it matches my blush better, but I lost it. So I'm also gonna link that down below. And that is it, guys. That is the finished routine. If you like videos like this, I would love if you stuck around and subscribed and press that bell. And if you want to shop my digital planners and my wallpapers, you can go to my Etsy shop, Actualizer Co. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.